Yo. Yo. Boom, 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 boom. What? Almost bust her butt.
The sibling rivalry has turned ultra competitive.
Oh! Got him! Try to walk it off. But there are certain...
Mike Tyson.
That because sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. My mind tells me I'm a bitch. If you think you're a fighter and you walk around the baddest man in the planet, why don't you fight that motherfucker? But why don't you just go right there and spit in his face? That guy right there. That's my mind fucks with me, nigga. Whoa! Whoa!
You still got fire, man.
Whoa! And I'm saying, why are you fucking with me? Leave me alone. I don't want to fuck with these people.
Thank you, Mike. We will get to President Truman shortly. First, let's go now to another boxing legend joining us tonight. He's done as much in the ring as outside the ring.
I want to fuck with these.
Now to another boxing legend joining us tonight. He's done as much in the ring as outside the ring.
But he was a great man, and know what else? Only thing I didn't disagree, he never said he didn't like confrontation.
No,
he didn't like confrontation.
That surprised you in him, because he was a great competitor.
And I'm different. I go right for your throat.
Oh, I know that.
I just go right for your, not only in fighting, but just in life, I just go right for your throat. Especially if it's a point where you violated somebody else's feelings or mine. You know?
So when you told the story, for example, about being in Miami and kicking Don King in the head and having a brick of cocaine, that seems crazy to me.
Well, that's what it was.
Can you describe, Mike, what your cocaine addiction was like?
No, you can read about it in the book, though.
Is there anything that was embarrassing to you, or is it something that you
pretty much a great deal of the book was, but that was the book. He wanted the truth. I gave him the truth.
What would you describe as the happiest time in your life, Mike?
I don't remember. If you want to know anything about him, you ask me. If I ever see you go next to my father again, you have a problem. And then I realized not to ever talk to somebody. proceeding asking me to shake my hand. Try to shake my hand right now. Let's try to do it. Go through the procedure. Go through the procedures. Just go through the procedure. No, it's been like this. Go like this. Hey, congratulations, good fight.
Oh, I see. You asking me no,
Yes.
right?
Go ahead. And
I think I won't do it one more time.
That was the beginning of that whole intimidating thing. I was a little kid and I realized
you don't talk.
Don't talk to them. Just look at them like you want to kill them.
Do you ever worry that you're being used for how open you can be about the things you've done in your life?
I don't know. You're the one to give doing the interview. You tell me.
That's what I'm asking, because that's kind of a dilemma sometimes with dealing with somebody, is how much is asking and how much is using.
I don't know. Everyone knows me. Like I said before, I'm pretty transparent and stuff, so I figure everyone see who I am anyway. I don't look at the world as if I'm a block wall and no one can see through me.
But it feels like this particular process, this feels a little bit uncomfortable, and that we're poking at you for book sales, and that we're poking and poking, asking you questions.
I don't think you're poking at me. Do you feel that you're poking at me?
No, well, a little bit. I feel like this whole process is not something, you've done it for so long that it's something that's less than enjoyable to you. The idea that we would sit here and in order to sell the book, we continue to ask you questions that you may or may not want to answer.
I don't know. I'm answering you everything you tell me. Everything you say, I'm answering them. I'm not avoiding any of your questions. Do you figure that I'm avoiding anything, sir?
No, not at all. But I'm not sure that you're enjoying it either.
How dare you talk to me like that? You should get up and kneel to me now, and I'll spare you the night of the 28th.
I'd also say, you come in and you come ready. You understand? Because I'm going to come ready. You understand?
Okay.
Okay, you know that.
I don't know why you talk to me like that when you know I'll kill you for it.
That's what I like about you, Mike. You talk tough. Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson. He's an ignorant little kid, you know what I mean? And he's going to be like that. I don't want to bring myself down to his level, so I don't really even want to cherish that thought. I'm going to go in there and we're going to fight, and that's the bottom line.
Oh, man, I can't wait till the 28th. I'm going to make you my girlfriend.
Let me say something, you. Hey. You know something? I'm not even going to dignify that with a hand. So you know why I'm not dignified with that with a hand? So because I'm going to bring myself down to your level. There's something you can't buy in that class, and you don't got none of that.
You're sweet. I'm going to make sure you kiss me good with those big lips.
Happy now? You happy? Happier?
Well, I'm cool. You know, I'm not no perpetual happy guy. I'm not happy 24 hours a day, every second of the moment. I'm happy. Hee hee ha ha. But I'm cool. You know.
Can be learned in talking to some of the people he fought.
Look at here.
Just laughing at him.
He's actually the whole map. Hey, Mike, what you doing?
Put that away, bro. Cute.
McNeely on Samsonite cable.
No, salmon.
Oh my God.
Hey, come on. Move it. I like this seat. I like it better. Oh, this is nice.
Hey, Mike says move, you move. Boom, da da da. Boom, boom, boom. Frat rap. What is that?
So I started rapping purely to get noticed for being funny. Like, my ambitions were not to become a rapper. It was like, do some funny raps, get noticed by like the South Park guys. When you look at it on the surface, it's almost like the anti-hip hop to some extent. Because, like, you know, hip hop is like become like, I'm the man, like I get all these bitches, blah blah blah. And I'm kind of being like, I'm really not that cool.
First impressions are everything. And in hip hop, your entry into the game can haunt you forever. Or at the very least, it can be an uphill battle. Take Big Sean for example. For years, he's been haunted by his breakout single, Dance, and his close affiliation with swag rap. As a result, has struggled to be taken seriously for the better part of a decade. While for Childish Gambino, the man arguably better known as Donald Glover had to endure a bunch of hostility for being an actor-rapper or a comedian-rapper before he could be finally seen as an artist with any degree of artistic merit. But when it comes to white rappers in hip-hop, the only way for them to be accepted is to differentiate themselves either through their music or personality. Take Eminem, for example. His combination of blistering rhymes and showmanship made it easy for audiences to accept him as a unique commodity. While for New York's LP, he was such an outsider in both his sound and subject matter that he was undeniable. In today's landscape, Post Malone has gotten by on a melodic flow that peers deep into his fans' soul while making beer pong and Marlboros into his public image. But where that love of partying is exhibited in his life and performances, it doesn't define his music. But long before White Iverson hit airwaves, there was a genre that solely relied on beer-fueled experiences of young Caucasian males such as Post. It was known as frat rap, and now
that's about it.
Hard-pressed to find a movement in hip-hop that was as hated. Dragged into the public by Asher Roth's Ode to Endless Parting with I Love College, the track peaked at number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100 and introduced a breezy, carefree energy into hip-hop that was a far cry from Eminem. Soon after, there was a stampede of music that focused on frat parties, co-eds.
Where is it? Where is it? What time is it? Where you are? Oh, you only 3 hours away, so you like West Coast or something. Well, I've only been on 12 minutes now, so I figured everybody that even subscribes to me is probably asleep. Anyway, I didn't think anybody would join. Yeah, Oregon. 3 hours. You know, I heard, at least, I don't think anymore, but wasn't it illegal at some point for you to pump your own gas in Oregon? Like, isn't that like a true statement? Or it was? Yo-ho, 12 a.m., 1 hour behind me. Still is illegal. Oh my god. That doesn't make any sense. That's one of the things that's held me back from ever wanting to go there. Like, if I'm in a hurry and there's a line, I'm not, and there's not enough people to pump, I'm not waiting. I'm pumping my own gas and I'm leaving. Like, oh. Wow. Don't even know how to pump. What do they do when they leave the state? Do they just like pull up to a gas pump and just like sit in their car and wait for somebody to like appear? Because I don't think anything's gonna happen. But then, like, I'm trying to imagine that scenario. Like, okay, so, like, let's say, like, two teenage girls decide to, like, go to a different state. Okay. Neither one of them know how to pump gas. So they go to, like, Washington or somewhere where you gotta pump gas. And then they pull up the pump and they sit there. And then, like, how long do they sit there? Like, 5 minutes? An hour? And then what? They get out and they're gonna go in the store and be like, nobody ever come to my pump to pump gas for me. And then the person behind the counter is gonna be like, excuse me? And like, nobody ever come to pump my gas. And then they're like, you pump your own gas. And then they're like, what? And then they go back outside and they just look at a machine and they have no idea what to do with it. I really hope that is a YouTube video somewhere or a TikTok. I want to see two young people trying to figure out how to pump gas when they've never used a pump before. Because I've seen videos where they give kids like old rotary phones or like a can opener. I've seen, and they don't even know how to use. They had them like a can of corn and a can opener, and they're like, "Here you go," and they can't figure it out, and they're hilarious.
Sadly, Mac wouldn't get as much time as we'd all have loved for him to have. But long before he passed away in 2018, he had already proven himself to be the exception that proved the rule when it came to the frat rap genre. For most of the MCs, beer-soaked platform, their commitment to conveying their own experience didn't lead to praise.
I would feel so like I would have to drive away. I think. I think I would just have to drive away and go into the next gas station. Like I would know that they knew that I was sitting there, and when I walked in that store, they was gonna laugh.
And see who didn't make it. We're here live on, and make sure that you're in the next stream. And matter of fact, if you're watching this right now on YouTube, I'm live right now on. So go over there,
Yeah.
join, say what's up, become a demon, look at all these beautiful people.
It's hilarious. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if they have. I could not type. Oh, here we go. This one's short, so let's start with it. I'll start with this one.
Where's the attendant? Oh, you know what it is? It's that stupid new law they passed. You have to pump your own gas now? You have to pump your own gas? Yeah, they just passed it. Are you freaking kidding me? I have no idea how to pump my own gas. What are you gonna do? They want me to pump my own gas. Hello? After all these years.
Here I am talking about teenage girls doing it, and these guys are middle-aged men. Oh my God, this is she can't even open it. Have they not ever watched them do it before? Out of curiosity, I would have sat there and watched the attendants do it before. But like, what exactly are they doing? And he pulled up to the weird side of the pump. He didn't even pull up to the side The pump or the gas tank is on. So you got to stretch the thing out. Surely he's pulled up to a pump before. What? She's a mile away. What? That's not even gonna. No, little girl, that's not happening. No, there's no way. That's not true. That's not real. There's no way that's real. There's no way he could put that there. He at least has to know his truck. That's just a hole where you can put tires on. Can't be real. There's no way that's real. There's no way. Some of those guys, like, come on. Some of that was just ridiculous. That's like the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'll watch this other one now. Oh, New Jersey is it one too? See what they say.
Also tonight, new at 4:30, people across the country are making fun of Oregon on social media as Oregonians try their hand at self-serve gasoline.
The new law went into effect on Monday, but keep in mind it only applies to certain rural counties. Our Amy Frazier is live in Tillamook County tonight with a closer look at how the drivers are adapting to this. Amy?
Here's Ollie with the weather. It's gonna rain.
Jennifer, this is one of the counties where you can pump your own gas after 6 p.m. A lot of the drivers we spoke with today say they really like the new law, but not everyone. Depending on where and when you pull up to fill up. In 18 Oregon counties, you can now pump fuel yourself.
I'd rather have someone else do it, though, for me.
Other drivers in Tillamook County tell us they love the new law and they'd like to see it in more counties.
All the time, yeah. Just well, yep. A lot quicker. In and out, gone. Instead of waiting. So yeah, no, it's a good deal. I wish I'd do it. Pass it all the way around.
House Bill 2482, which passed in May, impacts counties with a population less than 40,000 people. Most are in eastern Oregon, where drivers can now pump their own gas around the clock. That being said, gas stations with convenience stores must still offer full-service gas during business hours. That may come as a relief to some Oregon drivers made fun of nationwide right now on social media. Drivers who say they refuse to fill up on their own or simply don't know how to.
I can understand that, but it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. They'll catch on.
In Tillamook, Clatsop, and Curry County, the new law is a little different. Drivers here can pump their own gas between 6 at night and 6 in the morning. But again, if there's a convenience store at the gas station, full service must be offered during business hours.
It's not a real big deal. You know, it is what it is.
Back here live, the convenience store here is open around the clock, which means they always have someone here to pump your gas. But after 6 p.m., we're told, especially during the graveyard shift, some people are pumping gas on their own. Reporting live in Tillamook County, Amy Frazier, KOIN 6 News.
Oh, man. That is amazing. That is amazing. Wow. That's awesome. She even did a video on how to pump your own gas. I should do that. Oh man, alright, so what we got here? Hey, there's me. Oh, that's just, what?
A police officer walking.
Driver's license on you that I could see?
He seems nervous, fumbling for the license.
It's suspicious that you're back here. This doesn't normally happen.
The guy tells her he doesn't have a license.
I just have to make sure, you don't have any warrants or anything, which I'm sure you don't.
What Officer Brianna Tedesco doesn't know is that the man is a fugitive, wanted for murder. He gave her a fake name of James Duncan.
They're not finding a driver's license record for James Duncan. Do you have anything in the vehicle with your name on it?
That's when all hell breaks loose.
No!
He pulls a gun on the officer. She begs for her life.
No! No, please don't do me!
They struggle for 20 seconds. From another angle, you can see the backup unit. As Officer Tedesco struggles, her backup opens fire. The suspect is taken down. His real name, Kenneth Martell, and he was wanted in Pennsylvania for the home invasion, robbery, murder of 88-year-old Theodore Garver. Now,
Hello.
Martell has met his own violent end.
No!
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hello there. What is special about my state? Nothing, I don't think. Well, let me see. I did not spell that right. I don't know. Let's see. What is weird about my state?
Anyway, it's on my channel, check it out. But if you haven't seen that, then I'm going to repeat where Carolina came from. North and South Carolina were split because they were deemed too big to govern effectively. The word Carolina comes from the Latin word for Charles, after King Charles I of England. Carolus means Charles in Latin. All right, let's get into those 5 fun facts, starting with number 1. South Carolina played a major part in the Civil War. The city of Charleston is actually where the first shots of the war rang out, as Citadel cadets opened fire on a Union ship entering the harbor to bring supplies to soldiers at Fort Sumter. Later in the war, Fort Sumter would become a major setting for several battles between Union and Confederate troops. Although much of the conflict itself took place in South Carolina, many people don't realize that South Carolina was actually the first state to secede before the battles broke out. Over the next 6 months, 10 more southern states decided to announce their secession as well, and the Confederate States of America was born, led by Jefferson's and wildlife inhabitants. Encompasses Charleston, Dorchester, and Beaufort. Each of these areas shares similar landscape scenes and wildlife inhabitants. But one small barrier is to go if you're a fan of Edgar Allan Poe. That rhymed. That's cool. Alright, so I kind of like talking about weird urban legends and stuff like that. And this fact is no exception. This is the fact about the South Carolina lizard man. Did you know that was a thing? This is probably one of the most unusual state legends in South Carolina. The story of the
I don't even know about the lizard man.
Lizard man originated more than 30 years ago in Bishopville, South Carolina, when a young high school boy named Christopher Davis had his car break down near Scape or Swamp. According to his report to the county police, when Davis got out of his car to change his flat tire, he was approached by a 7-foot-tall, green, scaly man with 3 fingers and red eyes. The creature then proceeded to attack his car, leaving behind deep scratch marks. Police found 14-inch long, 3-toed footprints.
No, this one on the right looks like a Power Ranger bad guy.
At the scene as well. Since this first report of a life-size lizard man in 1988, many others have come forward with similar stories about a humanoid creature destroying their vehicles or belongings. Anybody seen it? I think these weird urban legends are really interesting. So leave a comment down below if you're interested.
Honestly, in South Carolina, if there's some weird creature, like humanoid, like breaking into your car and like doing stuff, it was probably a meth head. And they probably was all crazy-eyed and probably painted themselves green. So there's no telling. Oh yeah, Bigfoot's cooler though. I wish we had Bigfoot. I don't know though. I don't know the lizard man though.
Interested in seeing more facts about urban legends?
Actually, peaches.
While Georgia only produced 93.
Let's see, weird. Let's see, Oregon was a law thing. Weird laws. This is a long video. So
Okay, welcome to Random Bits of Randomness. We are doing an episode of... So this first law is... It's against the law to drive a motor vehicle on King Street.
Why King Street? Where is King Street? Does it say?
No, it doesn't say. It just says it's against the law to drive a motor vehicle on King Street.
Maybe it's like a horse race kind of a street.
Maybe it could be like a historic main, because I know like a lot of cities have historic main streets. They want to have it more old.
What is that? Oh. Okay. Yes. Okay, yeah. Yes, I will. I will leave it right there so I remember. I got you, barbecue boss man.
Old towny feel.
Oh, like the Payson one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I hated that road. Frickin' one way.
Yeah, so
we drove the high school for me.
A lot of them.
I already guessed with
were hidden in place. People to know about these things and they're hidden here. On the street, no one's gonna want to. Well, yeah, we'll try to.
I the good businesses on that.
I have a qualm to pick with people that do videos on YouTube. Like, you gonna do it like a list of stuff. I feel like there's a lot of people like me that's not gonna sit here right now for 20 minutes and watch your whole video. And I might come back, but if you could like timestamp it or put it in places to where I can see. Okay, there we go. In Greenville, which is not far from me. It's against the law to drink on the campus of Furman University unless you are 60 or older. Did not know that. Furman University is about 30 minutes away from here. I must try it. You're welcome, Barbecue Boss Man. And morning. That's great. Where are so it must be the little white thing. Nope. Oh well. Fountain Inn. Horses are to wear pants at all times. So there's a weird one. Y'all can't pump gas, and our horses have to wear pants. That's only in one county, though. It's illegal to dance in public in Lancaster. Okay. Myrtle Beach is illegal to urinate in the waters of any park. Well, I'm glad it was the ocean then. Eating watermelons in the Magnolia Cemetery is forbidden. Really? Okay. Weird. A little weird. It's against the law to consider a nuisance violation if one has a large amount of trash in their car. Some of you's guilty of that. I know you are. You throw all that everything in the passenger seat. Don't act like you don't know. Don't act like you ain't it. Like that wasn't you. Yes, I do listen to Greater Van Fleet in my own time. I just go from a gym teacher who knows Danny. Really interesting. That's pretty cool though. Yeah, I listen to everybody that I react to. That I'll say that I like, but I've liked everybody I've reacted to. But honestly, I have almost stopped listening to music because unless it's stuff I've just listened to for years already, because I have to do it on reactions. Like, I can't just listen to a song now. Like, a song releases, I can't just listen to it. I have to put it in reaction now. And Greater Van Fleet was actually the first band that I did that actually took off and got me a lot of subscribers. It started with Greater Van Fleet. They put me a big jump, and then I did Tom McDonald. He gave me a good little boost. And then I did BTS, and that one is still kicking. And then I did Nightwish has been the next biggest one that's given me a big boost. So that's been the four horsemen for me as far as this channel goes. Which new battle band? I've done a couple. I don't know which one. Yeah, I remember I tried to be, and I actually was a few days late on it. I remember as soon as it was available, I bought the album. Boom! I bought the album on my computer, and then I meant to do. Yes, yeah, them. And then there has been the most recent ones. Basically, they didn't get me as boosted as the other ones, but they're fifth on they're definitely fifth. But yeah, the Greater Van Fleet. I remember I got it and I tried to do it that night, but I forget something happened. I couldn't, and it took me a couple days, and I was like, no. I was like, I was gonna do this album and have it up the same night. I was gonna do the whole album, every song, and I was gonna have it up within like a couple hours. Like I was literally going to listen to it at release and do my videos and upload them immediately. But something happened. I was a little late. But I told myself, because I knew it was coming, I was like, I'm going to be the first one to put videos out. Because I was like, I bet that will help me get some views. And sure enough, I was correct. Yeah, Liliac. Yeah, they're cool too. I don't know if I consider them a metal band. They're definitely a rock band. But, hang on, let me go over here. I wish I could have the chat, so I need a second monitor. Because I can't really see the chat whenever I'm watching videos. But yeah, they've been good. They've been good too. I remember when I started, I was gonna do the top 10 Billboard hits, and then I did that song, Driver's License, because it was number 1, and then Ariana Grande was number 2. And then neither one of those got any views. And I was like, weird. How are these the top songs in the country? Or even the world? Well, it's the Spotify, so probably the world. And I'm getting no views. So I was like, that's weird. So I just happened to do a Great Van Fleet video. Randomly. I found them. And was like, boom, there it went. I was like, well, forget the top 10 because that's not, nobody cares about that. I was like, so let me get the real music and the real bands. And so I started going that route. Huachinya? I don't know if that's how you pronounce that, but man, I'm just trying to get to 2,000. I'm like right there at it, and I just can't get it. Oh, come on. Let me get it. Oh, you ain't gonna let me get it. All right, I see. Powerful vocals. I guess I don't know what that says though. Can I see that? Can I see that in English, please? I don't know which one it is. I really want to love this world. Okay, well that must be number 1, so I don't know, I'll figure it out, I guess. Filipino singers? Is that who? Is he Nunchucks, or is that Nunchucks by itself? Okay. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open this. I'm not gonna play it yet, but nope. Nope. Okay. And then okay, let me leave that there. And then you said one more set rise up. Boom. See, I've been wanting new people to do, but like, yeah, and like you said, the algorithms, I can't figure that out. I've been trying, but I just cannot. I just don't understand. And I'll be watching some people that I like to watch, and they're like, the algorithm comment is today is this, and then they'll like have a word. I don't understand. I don't understand what they're doing and how they're coming up with that. Why? I've heard of that band, Dance Gavin Dance. Why do I know that band? I've definitely heard of them before. Oh, and also, y'all, one thing you gotta keep in mind is the way I like to do my videos is I don't pause, and when I don't pause, I get copyright claimed constantly. Like, there's so many videos that I had to just scrap. Well, they never scrap; they've been going on the Patreon. Which nobody but one of you subscribes to, and I have a $1 tier now because that was asked. But it was just like, oh, if you do a $1 tier, more people will join. But then nobody did. Wah wah. So I just did BTS and Coldplay live at the AMAs, and it got copyright claimed because I didn't pause it anywhere. Which I'm going to dispute that and see if I can get it to go through. And if I can't, then it's going up on the Patreon. Damash. Wow, what's up with his... What's up with his fan base? Why are they a nightmare? I know I have not heard this Christmas truce. Awkward. Oh, that's not even... Okay, there it is. That's not even in their top. Me and Zoloft get along just... What, fine, probably? I got some crazy names. Chucky versus the Giant Tortoise. Death of Strawberry. Whoa. Nice. I'm also trying to open up into more things other than music. Like I want to do TV shows or movies or something, but I just don't know what. The best singer in the world. As a god. I mean, if he's that good, I don't think I'd have anything bad to say about him. You know, I've only ever watched a couple episodes of Trailer Park Boys. So I guess technically that could be a good one. Well, the reason I don't pause is because it ruins the vibe. Like, I hate it when I'm listening to a song and we're listening to it and like, boom, but right when the breakdown happens or right when the good part comes in or whatever, and that's like, you just, pause. Now I gotta listen to the doofus talk. But like, come on, I'll listen to you talk in a minute, man. Just let me hear this part, though. You know? And then you rewind it, and it's not the same. It happens a lot. So I'm like, let's just, and I don't want it to be so much as a reaction as I do like what it would be like if you're just sitting there with your friend listening to a song for the first time. Like, you're not going, when you listen to a song for the first time with your friends, you're not going to pause it every few seconds and say something. No, you're not going to do that. You listen to the song, you know, you make faces at them like, oh yeah, that's cool, you know. You jam out to it, and then you talk about it at the end. And, yes, in the BTS Army, I did that one. Everybody jumped on me hard because I did that Jin song, and I accidentally did not the real video, and that was upsetting. But I Googled that, and I saw that other people had reacted to that. And so I was like, well, it must be all right then. It must be it. So I just did it. So I didn't know that that wasn't what it was really from, and people was attacking me for it. Actually, yes, I think most people are from armies. I think every band does have an army, really, in here. That's crazy. I guess I gotta do Kiss now, don't I? Get the Kiss army.